All right, Shalom, Hebrews. All right, this is Elder Ezariah Ben Yosef. We're going to do a breakdown of Matthew 24. All right, so turn with me to Matthew 24. And this is Thus saith the Lord. All right. And I'm going to do a brief summary of that chapter in 14 minutes, breaking it down how the Most High, through Christ, our messenger, is getting the word out to our people, waking them up, whether they hear or forbear. Okay? Black on black crime, homosexuality, feminism, everything, all the immorality, okay, in the earth. Okay? Which is done by Satan. Revelation chapter 12 is purposed. It's a snare for people to go straight to hell. Okay? And Christ was bringing it out. He was warning our people not to do these things, to come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments, and to obey him. Okay? And as a people, in Matthew 24, throughout the Bible, but Matthew 24 is a good breakdown of how Christ was bringing forth that how our people will not listen, and how the Most High is only dealing with the remnant. And Christ warned us that we would be in these days, and that being in these days is coming. We would know that his coming is very near. All right, so pay attention. Matthew 24. And I'm going to start with verse 2. And Jesus and Yeshua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there should not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. So this wicked society is going to be thrown down. It's going to be destroyed. All these nations. All right? Christ is at war with them. And he's going to bring it. All right? Because Christ, as he told us in the 5th chapter, he's not done yet until all these things be fulfilled. And in Matthew 10, he came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So he's coming to deliver and save his people. To save them from what? If you read Psalms 83, to save them from the wicked, okay? Our enemies who are in the earth, Gentiles, who have a plan, a systematic plan to destroy us. Using poverty and eugenics, the medical industry, corporate America, all of these things, okay? Drugs, all of these things to demoralize and destroy our black communities, okay? It's an organized plan, okay? And yes, Satan's at the helm, you see? And I'm going to jump down to verse 4 because his disciples were asking him this question. And he sat down on the mount, verse 3, of Olives, and his disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming? Verse 4, And Yeshua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceives you, no man or woman. If you read Proverbs and Ecclesiastes, Solomon was breaking it down how wicked and evil women are, and how they're the main ones behind all the wickedness in the earth. Satan didn't change his agenda going back to Genesis chapter 3. He didn't change anything. He's still using the woman to bring down mankind. That's what the whole thing with R. Kelly, all of this stuff is about. Bill Cosby never believed the narrative. What they put on TV is designed, you see what I'm saying, to brainwash us and keep us from following the law, statutes, and commandments of this Bible. All right? And who are the main people deceiving us? The Bible interprets itself. Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ. Who names themselves after Christ? Christians. You see? And shall deceive many, like your Joel Osteen, your Creative Floor Dollars, TD Snakes. You see what I'm saying? They're not out for truth, because they're running a prosperity movement, okay, which teaches people to rely on money, okay? Stuff like that is evil, okay? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Here we get into Donald Trump. See that ye not be troubled. So don't worry about a wall. Don't worry about any of these things. Okay? If you're following the law, statutes, and commandments and obeying the Bible, none of these things will affect you. See what I'm saying? All right? See that you not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not near. For a nation shall rise against nation. There's your racism. Black people battling against white people. All right? The race narrative. Black on black crime. All of these things. Okay? All right? It must come to pass. Where people will fight, it will grow colder, this world will get more and more evil, okay? Because Satan knows he only has but a short time, you see? So he has to ramp up the evil in the earth to test mankind. And you get that from, and you learn from that if you read the book of Job, okay? That is, the Bible deals with allegories that are literal and prophetic, okay? Real stories that happen in our history. Okay, this is a book of history. This is a book of our records, but also telling us of what will happen in the future. And Job is a very prophetic book. Okay, describing what the men of the Most High will go through. Men of Israel, Hebrew Israelite men, what they will go through in these latter days. So we got to show ourselves approved, stand firm on faith, and don't give up. All right? And they shall be famines. Your famines like welfare, okay? Shortage of food and stuff like that. Having to get stamps, food stamps, all of these things. That's a famine. When you got to beg your enemies for money. You see what I'm saying? You can't just get it. You just can't get what you want. What you have should be yours. You stop paying the rent on it. You see what I'm saying? You need a passport, and see what they're going to happen when you stop paying rent on your car, on your house. You see what I'm saying? They're going to come and take it. You need a passport to get out of the country. You see what I'm saying? You are a slave in this society. And that's why we need Christ for deliverance. Those who believe. You see, Christ, the Most High is only dealing with the remnant, not wicked niggas who will not forbear, who will not change from their wicked ways. You see what I'm saying? There should be pestilences, that's diseases, like AIDS, on and on. Lou Gehrig's disease, all of these, which go back to the curses in Deuteronomy 28, because we broke the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. Verse 8, these are the beginnings of sorrows, and they, who's they, shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. All right? So, and the main ones who will give us up is our own people. Okay? And that's what happened when you see at the Indigenous March in D.C. Okay? Our own people backstabbing and not really banding together to back each other up. See what I'm saying? All right? And so anyone who is preaching like what I'm doing and laboring for the Most High, just following the law, statutes, and commandments, you're fighting the good fight of faith in Christ for Christ's sake. See what I'm saying? So it's accounted for us. The Bible tells us that if we suffer persecution, the Most High will bless us. We're the ones that the Most High is dealing with, because the Bible says he chastens who he loves. See that? I'm going to read 3 more verses and I'm going to wrap it up. I think you get the general idea. Christ was bringing out the latter days that we're in today. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. See that? More and more people becoming evil. Racism, feminism, homosexuality. It's why the Bible in the latter days relate these modern nations, especially America, like Sodom, Egypt, Babylon. Okay? And the whore of them all is America. Their statue, and the Statue of Liberty is a symbol of all of that. Okay? And many false prophets shall rise and deceive many. And I brought that out earlier. Your Joel Osteen, your Jesse Duplantis, Kenneth Copeland, all of these clowns. who are mega rich. You see what I'm saying? All right. So women who are preaching the Bible, when the Bible tells you they should not be preaching, they automatically, they're false prophets, and that Satan is using them. Read the book of Ecclesiasticus in your Apocrypha, chapter 25 and 26. Women are the main ones who are evil. You see what I'm saying? That's why Satan keeps using the woman against the man. He brought down Adam. The woman's brought down many great men. Samson. The list goes on and on. You see what I'm saying? And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many will wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end shall be saved. So, brothers and sisters, we got to get back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? We got to obey the Most High and not shirk our duty as Hebrew Israelites, especially you brothers out there. Don't give up the truth. All right? I just did a video. You got, big time YouTubers, Hebrew Israelite ministers like Brother Yerushalayim who quit the truth. You got a lot of brothers who are going off. A lot of officers leaving these Hebrew Israelite groups. All right? And for good reason. But a lot of them are quitting the truth because of how they're being treated and all this, that, and the other. Don't give up the truth. You don't need a group to put work in this truth. And what the ISUPK says, if you're not with them, you're not in the truth, that is a damn lie. Okay? The Most High is with a remnant. He's not with a big group. Okay? He's not with a big church. He's with a remnant of people who are following the law, statutes, and commandments and will continue to do so. And will fight the good fight of faith and will never give up. Okay? This is Brother Azariah. Like, subscribe to this channel. Check out the link below. I got a GoFundMe page. Help me out because this school is getting mainstream. I'm bringing in I'm only teaching Hebrew Israelite students. We have a private school only for Hebrew Israelite students. And we doing biblical studies to wake them up. And we got great programs, Bible field trips, and great activities like helping the homeless, helping the elderly, and building up our black communities. So like, subscribe, support a brother, stay in the truth, okay? Don't give up, brothers. I know it's hard sometimes, but you got to stand firm, okay? And it's normal to be backstabbed by our own people. Women are the main ones who are going to be bringing it. See what they're doing to black men who are rich and famous. And if they and look what our people did to Christ. Look what we did. What the Bible says, slaying of the great ones. Our own people helped Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. They were behind all of that. Okay? Everything in black history, okay? All right, was fabricated. The main people they put out there were black people who are wicked and evil, especially the women. People like Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, even Coretta Scott King. They were witches. They were bastards. They were feminist women. Okay? And you read about women like that, like Deborah, Jezebel, Delilah. It's because of our forefathers and foremothers why we're under these curses. And we got to break from that. Okay? So don't give up the truth. Just because you got it rough. Okay? You're supposed to have it rough. But grab your sword. And men, hold fast because we will have the kingdom. Read the book of Isaiah. It exposes in detail how wicked our people are. And that the Most High, yes, he's sticking it to the men because we're the ones who are supposed to be in charge of the earth. And we relegated our authority to women. The Most High is sticking it to us. But then our punishment as we come back to him is going to come off of us and go to the women. Read Isaiah chapter 4 and chapter 3 and chapter 4. The Most High is going to bring it to these wicked women and bring them under subjection if they stand a chance of getting into heaven. Okay? So, shalom. Stay in the truth, brothers.